Hi guys, Robbo46 here, welcome yourselves back to MotoGP 18 on the Xbox One X. Let's continue our final season in career mode aboard the Red Bull KTM. The next race is going to be at Circuit of the Americas, so let's see how we get on with the KTM there. Okay, well, managed to qualify on pole position. The KTM feeling okay around here. It's not feeling great, but yeah, I mean, when I was doing free practice with the Aprilia, I managed to do a 158. I even struggled to get into the 159s with the KTM, but we see how we go. Off we go. 7 laps around here. Not a good start. We've already lost 3 places, so we're back down to 4th. First corner, go around the outside, see what happens. And we come out of it in 2nd place, so that wasn't too bad at all, that first corner. Just behind Dovizioso. In fact, we're just ahead of him now, so we're back into the lead. Only took a couple of corners to get back in the lead, but we are back in the lead. Now, can we stay here, or will they be able to attack? I'm a bit concerned about the back straight. And the KTM does something similar to what the Honda does on heavy braking. Or if you brake, well, you try and brake a little bit later, the rear kicks out really badly, and I ended up crashing quite a few times in free practice and qualifying. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a pain. I'm not going to be able to brake as late as I want because I don't want to end up crashing. But we'll see what we can do. So I'll brake now. You can see it's starting to squirm on the brakes. See, I could brake a bit later, but I didn't because I know what will happen. And I have tried saving them a few times in qualifying, but unfortunately it didn't happen. So yeah, didn't have that problem on the Aprilia, but definitely had that problem on the Honda. So we're going to have to watch it on the brakes with the KTM. So we're coming to the end of first lap, and we're still in the lead, so it's all good at the moment. Whoever's behind me is still pretty much there. Next race after this one is going to be at Jerez. Interesting to see how the KTM handles around a little tight and twisty track, nice and flowy track. So we'll wait to see what happens when we get there, but we've got this race to get through first corner. Yeah, the front end's not feeling too good on that first corner. It's starting to push, so you're gonna have to go careful. You would have obviously seen that tyres. I've just gone for soft and soft just because I don't trust the medium front tyre on this track. So yeah, I'd rather not risk having a slightly harder compound front tyre and end up losing the front, because it feels bad enough as it is with the soft. So we just have to try and manage them as best we can. At the moment it's going fine. Like I said, it's just under braking, I have to go careful. Trying to keep the front end down as well. So we've got a nice gap, which I wasn't actually expecting. So yeah, it's going better than I expected to see there. Oh no, stop it. Yeah, that's what I've got to look out for, but if I brake a little bit later than that, it gets even worse and usually just ends up with me crashing. So that is about as on the limit as I want to get on this track with this bike. It feels like if I go a little bit later, I will end up on the floor, because that's allowed 2nd and 3rd to close in a little bit as well. Just keep it nice and tidy if we can. I don't want to go stupid with the tyres. I don't really want to go as fast as I can at the moment. I mean, I don't really need to at the moment. We're still in the lead. So I may take a couple of laps just to kind of conserve the tyres a bit. Just try and keep them with me, because I don't want to get to the last couple of laps and have no grip in the front or the rear, otherwise we are going to end up on the floor. So I did notice that a couple of people were asking in the last video that I done for my final season in career, asking is it really going to be my final season in career? And yeah, it will be, because by the time we finish this season we would have used all of the manufacturers. I haven't necessarily used all the factory teams, but you know, if I've won on a satellite version of a bike, then it seems a bit pointless me going onto the factory version, because I'll just win a little bit easier as well. So yeah, this is definitely going to be my last season in career mode. However, because we still got a little while to go before Ride 3 comes out, although we can officially say that Ride 3 is coming out this month. So we've got a few weeks to wait until Ride 3 comes out. But I'm not going to be able to make this last season of career last that length of time. So once we're done with this, I'll probably put in the community post a list of riders' names for me to use in a championship season, using official riders, and then you guys can pick what rider you want me to use and see if we can get someone to a world championship. So yeah, I will do that as we get towards the end of this season, and yeah, see what you guys pick for that one, and then hopefully that will take us to Ride 3. But I will start doing more Ride 2 videos as well the closer we get to Ride 3, just to get ready for it. So we've got a lot to look forward to. Really looking forward to Ride 3. And yeah, the end of November can't come quick enough. But yeah, it is a good job that Ride 3 is coming out this month, because I really don't think I can make MotoGP 18 last much longer. I've pretty much got everything out of it that I can. And it is a shame that obviously we don't have the historic bikes at the moment either, so it's not like I can do seasons with them either. So yeah, we'll just have to wait until Ride 3 comes out, but then we can start having more fun again. And obviously we've got the livery editor and stuff like that to have a play with and see what happens. But yeah, so this will be my final season in career mode on MotoGP 18. Obviously when MotoGP 19 comes out next season, next year even, then I will do career mode again. I'm really hoping that they're going to bring managerial career back, because that was such a good game mode, and it is more exciting than just your bog standard rider career mode. It's just throws a nice little mix into the equation. So not only are you having to worry about riding, you've got to pick your sponsors, make sure you got enough money from your sponsors to be able to pay your riders and that, and obviously you look after your teams across all three categories. So yeah, it would be nice to get would be nice to get some well, get the managerial career back for the next game. And yeah, so fingers crossed they will, because it was very popular, and personally I preferred it to just this bog standard rider career. So hopefully we will get managerial career come back, but I'll have to wait and see what happens. So we are on lap number 5. We had a big moment at the end of the last lap. Just hit the inside bump on that long right-hander. Right on the exit of that corner, there's quite a nasty bump, which when this game first came out I was crashing at that corner just because I was purely taking the line and hitting that bump every time. So I had to kind of go a little bit wider just to make sure I don't crash anymore. Tyres are looking alright. I mean, I haven't ragged it around this track, so the tyres are lasting. Front tyre especially is looking pretty damn good. Hasn't got hardly any wear on it at all, so that bodes well for the last couple of laps. Just trying to keep it nice and smooth, not go too stupid. Just try and keep it all together. Okay, on the brakes again. Just squirming a little bit. You can see I could quite easily brake a little bit later, but I just don't want to risk the fact that, yeah, I would probably end up crashing because the bike would squirm around a bit too much. Obviously, we've got MotoGP this weekend as well, the penultimate round of the 2018 season at Sepang. That would be a good race to watch. Be another early morning race. And that means we've only got one more race to go after that one, which is going to be Valencia. And that doesn't necessarily always bring up some good race in Valencia. It's yeah, it's the kind of track that doesn't encourage good racing, but I mean we have had some good races there in the past. It's just one of the, it's quite a dull circuit, and apparently it's difficult to overtake there. So yeah, I can't stand the track on the game, let alone in real life. So yeah, MotoGP 2018, it's coming to an end. Unfortunately, the season is coming to an end, but I think 2019 is going to be quite an exciting season. Obviously, we've got a lot of chop and changes going on within the paddock itself. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting season. Obviously, Yamaha are putting some extra effort behind their campaign for next season. So fingers crossed they can turn things around. Obviously, got Lorenzo going to Honda, so that's going to be interesting to see how he gets on. You've got Tech 3 going to KTMs now. They're going to be well, it's going to be 2 factory KTM teams. Obviously, you've got the Red Bull KTM team, and you're going to have the Tech 3 KTM team. It's going to be interesting to see how Zarco gets on with the KTM, because the KTM, it's, I mean, in real life, it's not there yet. It's still got some way to go, and yeah, it will be interesting to see how Zarco gets on with it, because we know how quick Zarco can go. So yeah, it will be interesting to see him on the KTM. And of course, you got another factory Yamaha team, because Tech 3 going to KTMs. Yeah, it means that a new team is going to be taken over from the Aspar Angel Nieto team. So they're no longer going to be running Ducatis, but they're going to be run by the Sepang International Circuit team with the sponsor of Petronas, and they're going to be running factory Yamahas as well, and apparently they will be like top class factory bikes. I'm pretty sure there's still going to be a pecking order in between the 4 Yamahas. I'm pretty sure the main team will still get upgrades before the Petronas team, but despite that, the Petronas team is still meant to be a full factory effort, so hopefully that will help Yamaha as well. But yeah, looking forward to next season. Obviously, you got some riders coming out of the MotoGP category. You got some new ones coming in, and yeah, I mean, I will put a video up at some point of basically who's going where for 2019, because there are some interesting things going on. But yeah, 2019, I think it's going to be an interesting season. I think yeah, I'm just looking forward to it starting. It's just we're getting towards winter, and the few months we have over winter before we get any bike racing at all, it just seems to drag on for such a long time. And then when the season starts, it seems like it's over in a blink of an eye. I mean, this year has gone so bloody quick, it's unreal. Can't believe we're in November already. Crazy. But yeah, we're getting to the end of this race now. We're on the final lap. Still taking it easy. My rear tyre is, well, we've still got about half of it left, so it's not as bad as what it has been. The front tyre is looking absolutely fine. Probably the best it's looked so far this season. I know we're only on race 3. But yeah, it's quite a front-ended track, this one, but luckily our front tyre, we managed to maintain it for the race. Got 1 corner to go, and that is going to be us done at Circuit Americas, winning on the KTM. Where's the line? There it is. Crash over the line, and we got run over as well. So another win for us aboard the KTM, despite it not feeling 100% good, but we still managed to salvage a win. If salvage is the right word. So, yeah, Paul with Spargo, he got 15th, so that's another point for him. So that will hopefully help us. So we've extended our lead to 15 points over Dovizioso in the championship now. And okay, so we're third in the team championship as well. It's all looking alright at the moment. It's going to be difficult to win the team championship this season. Manufacturers we may be able to do, but team championship, again, just like the Aprilia, it's going to be very, very difficult to do it. And it all depends on my teammates more than myself, really. Okay, let's do some bike development. Only going to be able to do one thing. Because just like the Aprilia, we didn't get as many development points or many development slots either. So we'll do the hydraulics on the suspension. And then we shall go to Jerez, which is the next round. Let's see how we get on there. Okay, so a little bit worrying. The fact that qualifying and... Well, I'm only doing qualifying now. I'm not doing the full weekends. Yeah, qualifying was done in the dry, and I was quite a bit quicker than anyone else. And it's raining. It's going to be a wet race. So, yeah. This is going to be an interesting race, I think. It's going to be... I don't know. This is going to be my first outing on the KTM in the wet. So let's see how we get on. I mean, that was an okay start. We've held the lead so far. And we're still in the lead. Okay. Oh. Okay, so I have changed the front brake disc to the smallest size rather than a larger one. And already I am thankful that I've done that, because it's not feeling very good on the front end at all. I feel like if I had the bigger brakes on, I would have crashed already. Oh my god, it is spinning up the rear really badly, and the fact that traction control is turned on full, that does not bode well. We are spinning up the rear, the front end is not feeling good. So yeah, the KTM in the wet at the moment is not feeling that good. Not feeling that confident about this race, but we'll see how we get on. 8 laps to do around here. The worrying thing is, the rear is spinning up already, and we're only on lap 1. What is it going to be like when the tyres started wearing out a bit? And at the moment, I am not pulling away from second place. So into Jorge Lorenzo corner. Gone in a bit too hot. I can't put the brakes on anymore, otherwise we would have ended up losing the front. So that's lap 1 done. It's Marquez in second. Yeah, it really doesn't feel good on the brakes. Like I said, if I'd gone for that bigger brake disc on the front, I would have crashed probably about 3 times already, because I'm getting that feeling through the controller that I'm pretty much on the limit with the brakes. And that rear is just all over the place. Maybe I should have gone for a slightly harder compound rear tyre. I've got Marquez all over the back of me. So... it wouldn't surprise me if he's going to end up coming past. We may end up losing a few positions. At least they're not dive bombing too bad in the rain through that hairpin, because they were dive bombing quite badly in the dry last season and all the seasons before. But, I mean, there has been a new update for the game, so they have tried fixing a few things. Again, they've tried improving the stability. I've not played online, so I don't know. I haven't tested that out to see if it's been improved again. Yeah, so they're still working on it, but you know, I think quite a few people have kind of stopped playing it already, so we're quite a few months down the line and they're still plugging away. I have asked the question whether they fixed the AI at Bury Ram because they weaved coming out of that penultimate corner, but I haven't got a response, and I won't know until we get there later on in the season. But it wasn't in the patch notes, so it wouldn't surprise me if Bury Ram has not been fixed yet. Okay, well, we've gone wide. Tried braking on the outside curb then, don't want to be doing that. Marquez is all over the back of me. Here he comes. Not quite. It's only a matter of time, I think. I don't think I'm going to be able to hold him off too much longer. KTM is not feeling good in the rain. Just squirming all over the place, and that front end feels really nice in the dry, but in the wet it's just keep running wide as well. That doesn't help. Marquez is through momentarily. And we're back through. No, he's trying again. Trying to hold it around the outside. And again, holding him off. Gone wide this time. I think he's going to come through this time. There he is. Can I hold it through on the inside for the next corner? No, I've gone wide again. I can't hold it around the outside this time, surely. No. Marquez is through. How many more places am I going to lose, though? Yeah, I just feel like I can't put the KTM where I want it. Where I want to put it in the rain. It just feels really weird. Got Vinales all over the back of me now. So Marquez is already pulling away. So it wouldn't surprise me if Vinales is going to come past pretty soon as well. Yeah, not feeling comfortable in this race at all. So this may be a just salvage whatever I can kind of race. And do what I can. I can't see any more arrows though, so as far as I'm aware it's only Vinales there at the moment, so potentially lose one more place at the moment. But it depends what my pace does. If it carries on dropping, then we could be in trouble. I have to go careful putting the accelerator on when I'm in first gear as well, because with that rear wheel spin, it's going to make it very easy to high side myself. We've actually caught back up to Marquez, which is very surprising. I wasn't expecting him to do that. I thought he was just going to pull away, so we are back on Marquez, which is quite interesting. I mean, you never know. If I can get my shit together, we may be able to mount an attack on him. Tell you what, he gets out that final corner well. He really pulls away. So we definitely need, if we're going to overtake him, we need to do it before the final corner. On lap 5, we've got a few laps left to go, so it's fine. Still got a little way to go. So I'm actually going to try and concentrate a bit more to see if we can get back with Marquez and see what we can do at the front. Like I said, I thought when he started to pull away, I thought that was it, but we've managed to catch back up. Just having to try and sit the bike up as much as possible, because otherwise it's just spinning up its rear. And that's no good. Can we actually do anything about Marquez? I mean, if it was in the dry, I would say yes, definitely, but in the wet, I don't know. And the thing is, I don't want to push too hard and then end up crashing, because otherwise that's going to end up losing us a load of points. I'll just see if I can stay with him for a couple more laps and then kind of try and judge. If I can overtake him, then I will. If I can't, I can't. Maybe we can kind of pressure him into a mistake as well. Yeah, last time out of Lorenzo corner, he really pulled away. He's starting to pull away again, but it doesn't look as big as last time. And we are better than him on the brakes into turn 1, although we've gone a little bit wide. We definitely make up a bit of time through there. I think we've dropped Vinales. So unless I make one big error, then we shouldn't be bothered by Vinales again. KTM, what have you got for me? Can we really go with the Repsol Honda of Marquez? Close him down just that little bit more. Trouble is, I don't know where I'm going to be able to get past him. Maybe into turn 1, but it all depends how close I am coming out the final corner. Come on. Oh, that was better. Closed in a bit there. I don't think we're as close as last time, although we definitely closed on the brakes there. Alright, we need a good exit. Again, he's just edging away slightly, but not as much as a couple of laps ago. And then on the brakes, closing back down. I think turn 1 is going to be our best opportunity, but it all depends on how well we can get out of that last corner. If we can get past, well, get really, really close, come out the final corner, slipstream him down the straight, and get him on the brakes, then I think that's going to be our best bet at the moment. But we are on the penultimate lap already, so it's all going to come down to see what we can do at the end of this lap. Need to get as close as possible. To the left. Oh no! I think that's done it. I think that was the mistake to let him off the hook. Just ran a bit too wide. Bugger. Come on, let's see if I can get back on him. I mean, we closed in quite nicely for the 2 quick right-handers last time. Can we do the same again? No, not taking that line away. No, I think that's it. Unfortunately, I think that is it. We're definitely not going to be close enough at the beginning of the last lap. I can't see us getting past him any other way, to be honest. So, final lap time. He's got a decent gap at the moment. I will try and close it down, but it's just going to be not enough time. Just mess my one and only chance up. But it's fine if we can salvage a second place on a KTM, which doesn't feel good at all in the wet. With a rear that's been spinning all race. A front end that hasn't been feeling very good. The brakes haven't been feeling very good. Won't be such a bad result after all, a second place. And our main rival at the moment is DEgITx, so we should technically extend our lead. I can't remember how close Marquez was to DEgITx in the championship though. Maybe Marquez will move ahead of DEgITx. I don't know where DEgITx is in this race. So last time I checked, Vinales was 3rd. I've still not given up, even though I know it's going to be pretty much impossible now. Only got a few corners left to go. 2 corners left. And just 1 corner, and we're not close enough to do anything. We have closed in a bit, but yeah, it's not going to be nowhere near enough. So it is going to be a 2nd place in the rain at Jerez. There we go. Well, I tried, but just made that mistake on the penultimate lap, and that pretty much let Marquez off the hook. So there we go. Lap times are very close. I was only fractionally quicker than Marquez, so lap times are very close. Pole got 14th, so that's a couple points for him. A couple points extra to our team championship. So yeah, Marquez has jumped up to 2nd place now. Dovizioso dropped down to 4th. Oh, we've closed that down. So we moved up to 2nd. Wow, that bodes well.
Very intense weekend. Finally, the moment has come for the riders who put their talent on show to celebrate. With such an exciting race.
That was definitely a difficult race because that bike did not feel good at all. Hence why I was all over the place. Alright, so we shall do bike development. I might be able to do a couple of things here. I think it maybe brakes. Yeah, we've got enough to do modularity and aggression, so I'll do both of them. Then we'll look at the stats, well, the standings, and then we'll look at my stats afterwards. So standings, Red Bull Rookies Cup, they've had their first race now. Philip Salax leading that, Ken Onchu 2nd, Yamanaka 3rd, Dennis Onchu 4th, and Yuki Kuni in 5th. Moto3, oh, there we go. Bezecchi and Jorge Martin joint on points again. 1st and 2nd, Bastianini 3rd, Canet 4th, and Digi Antonio in 5th. Moto2, Alex Marquez is still won every single race all last season, and he's continuing that. He's definitely glitched. Oliveira 2nd, Bagnaia 3rd, Baldassari 4th, and Vieje in 5th. Then MotoGP, obviously you got me in the lead, Marquez 2nd, Vinales 3rd, Dovizioso 4th, and Rossi in 5th. Then constructors, we are leading that by 22 points from Honda, and we're only 9 points behind Movistar Yamaha MotoGP team in the team championship. Anyway guys, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave this video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel for more content. I shall see you guys in the next video. See you!